Hi, everybody. This is Jack with the Paranormal Intelligence Agency, bringing you a new report that really caught my attention. Senator says top government officials back claims about UFOs and alien carcasses. So, appears UFO disclosure is full steam ahead, and senior Pentagon officials are said to have first-hand knowledge about discoveries in the U.S. of crashed non-human craft and of reverse engineering non-human technologies. A former Air Force officer who said that unidentified spacecraft and dead alien carcasses have been recovered in the U.S. and that reverse engineering had taken place has had his claims backed up by other Pentagon whistleblowers, as it has been reported. According to a U.S. senator, the officials are saying that they have first-hand knowledge of top-secret UFO crash retrieval projects. Marco Rubio, a Republican Florida senator, said that the personnel with very high clearances had occupied high positions within our government, and that the implication is that their claims had extreme credibility. The former Air Force officer who has come forward, named David Grush, hit the headlines globally this month when he made his claims about alien craft and bodies, adding that these had been carefully described as non-human intelligences, as no one could be certain from where they really came. Senator Rubio said some of the witnesses who had come forward and had spoken with the Senate Intelligence Committee were likely to have been among those referenced by Mr. Grush, and Senator Rubio is vice chairman of that committee. The American subscription television network News Nation reported Senator Rubio as saying, "A lot of these people came to us even before these protections were in the law for whistleblowers to come forward." Mr. Grush, who joined the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, or the NGA, and the NRO, which is the National Reconnaissance Offices, after serving with the Air Force, told the Inspector General that he had been subjected to illegal retaliation for making inquiries into highly classified UFO programs. Last July, the Inspector General reportedly said Mr. Grush's complaint was credible and urgent, and forwarded files to Avril Haines, the U.S. Director of National Intelligence, and Senator Rubio's own committee, among others. Senator Rubio stressed there had been similar credible threats to the committee's other unnamed witnesses, their livelihoods, and even their lives. "I'm not trying to be evasive," he said, "but I am trying to be protective of these people. Some of these people still work in the government, and frankly, a lot of them are very fearful. Fearful of their jobs, fearful of their clearances, fearful for their career, and some frankly are fearful of harm coming to them." Senator Rubio's comments followed the newly created UFO whistleblower protections enacted last year through a bipartisan amendment to the National Defense Authorization Act, and could also explain the recent bold moves by the Senate Intelligence Committee. Last week, it adopted a provision to cut off federal funding to any secret UFO reverse engineering programs. That's huge. Despite this, Senator Rubio was cautious about commenting on the total accuracy of the whistleblowers and their claims. He said, "I don't find them either not credible or credible. Understand, some of these claims are things that are beyond the realm of what any of us has ever dealt with," and that is kind of the problem. These senators are in way over their head. But Senator Rubio added that the sheer number and stature of the witnesses was at least a cause for concern and worthy of more attention. "You do ask yourself," he said, "what incentive would so many people with that kind of qualification have to come forward and make something up?" He called for a mature understanding from fellow legislators, policymakers, and the public, adding that he felt a duty to intake the information, I quote, "intake the information without any prejudgment or jumping to any conclusions in one direction or another." So, guys, this is huge. UFO disclosure is barreling down the tracks, and when you have people like David Grush, with those kinds of qualifications and credentials, come forward and really make a splash on national TV with his claims that backed up what a lot of the senators were already hearing, that's a big, big deal. So I thought I would bring that to you real quick. Also, there will be a new Paranormal Planet coming up very soon, and we will be discussing the latest and the greatest in the ongoing investigation into the hitchhiker effect, what the newest findings are at Skinwalker Ranch, and those similarities that they're discovering in some of the other vortex areas, and what that could actually mean for our investigation into the hitchhiker effect. So join me for that, and until then, I will see you and be good.